Hey guys, and beyond.
Beyond.
Can you believe it? GTA 5 releases in about 3 weeks' time! Exclamation point. How much has changed in the world of PlayStation 3 since GTA 4 released in 2008? What did GTA 4 mean for the PlayStation 3 then compared to what GTA 5 means for the PS3 now? Also, where were all of you when the last GTA was released? Thanks and beyond, David. I was here at IGN. I got to play it early, and it was the game that pushed me to finally buy a widescreen TV. An HD TV.
Oh, really?
Because I had my giant CRT from Missouri that I was playing games on, and I couldn't read the map, and I was finally just like, it. I gotta go. We're going to Costco. Come on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a senior in college, and or maybe a junior. I was in college, and I played like nonstop. Like that was one of those games. It's like what I love so much about the World of Save video from a while back.
Right.
Is like that feeling of just like bloodshot eyes and you want to go to sleep, but you're still just playing because you just want to keep going. And like that was totally me with GTA 4. Like I just not even necessarily doing missions, but just driving around that city.
Totally.
Especially like knowing New York a little bit at that time. Like just I loved all the parallels and finding everything.
Me too. I was in New Jersey. I had just moved out of New York, and that was the last time I went to a midnight launch event.
Oh, wow.
So I bought GTA 4 at midnight, and I stayed up until 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. A bunch of friends came over, and I was sitting there, big TV, big bottle of booze, and a whole bunch of friends eating popcorn and watching us.
That's awesome.
Playing the game.
Well, and that's the thing about GTA. Like, I mean, he asks how like kind of the ecosystem has changed now versus then. Like, I'm actually surprised GTA Online impressed me as much as it did. I mean, I haven't played it, obviously, but it's like when they added multiplayer to GTA, I was kind of rolling my eyes.
Yeah.
But like GTA 4's multiplayer is really cool. Like,
It's
I mean,
fun,
the fact that it just throws you into the whole open world, and like GTA Online is like that times 1,000. It looks like it's like a much bigger and broader mode than that.
Yeah,
But
I would say that's probably the biggest change in terms of what he's talking about between the climate of the PS3 years ago and now is just
There actually is an online.
There's an online infrastructure now that people want to with.
Sure.
You know?
Like then Rockstar was sort of like because that was before Red Dead, that was before a lot of these things, like where Rockstar was just the undisputed king of open world. Like now, like that was even kind of before the rise of Assassin's Creed into what it is now. So it's you really there are all of these open world franchises. I think it's really interesting up against Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed 4 and obviously Infamous is coming and like all of these cool open world games like and Saints Row obviously has become successful. Like is Rockstar still that much better than everybody else at the open world game?
We'll find out.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a really interesting point actually because the open world genre that they pretty much spearheaded, or created it to be what it is as we know of it now, has changed so much since GTA 4.
Yeah.
In just terms of freedom and maneuverability, like just the way you can get around, even in Watch Dogs. I mean, there's like mild parkour elements in that game.
Right.
Like there's some free running stuff. There's some Assassin's Creed building scaling.
There's even GTA stuff, like playing
like
the Watch
demo. Fly in Saints Row 4. I'm flying in that game.
But like playing Watch Dogs at Gamescom, it's like you can walk up to a car and steal it and drive around the city and objectives. Like it still feels like a fun open world drive around game.
So I don't know. It might feel kind of weird to play a GTA to play
grounded.
and not be able to climb up that building or blow up whatever I want and to fly or something like that.
Hack a traffic light.
Yeah. So I always like the GTA games that have a little more fun, where they're like, here's a jetpack, and here's the scooter, and you can crash planes and all this other stuff. And there's some of that stuff in GTA 5, but I think like the more they make these games look realistic, it's harder to do those type of things.
Right, that's when it starts that rubber.
Which is why Dead Rising 3 has this really weird thing going on for it right now, where it's like it's a realistic cartoon. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Like I play Assassin's Creed games, so you can run around the entire building and jump on roofs and stuff like that. And I can't imagine doing that in GTA. Like, you're getting chased by a cop and you run up a building. Like...
GTA almost goes in the other direction, though. It's like they're keeping it grounded, but they're letting you do everything. Like, I mean, you can still, like, fly jets and fly helicopters, do all that, but it's also, like, you can play a full game of golf. You can play 18 holes of golf, and you can go bowling, and you can do, like, all these things that it's like, yeah, those are, like, real-life things, which is weird to think about, but at the same time, it's like, you could conceivably sit down and play GTA for like months and months and months, and it's almost like 40 games shoved into this one bigger game.
See, but I don't know if I like that though, because I mean, if I want to play a tennis game,
there's Wave Race, Brian.
Okay, you love Wave Race.
Now I'm in.
No, it's gonna be really weird to see. Like you talk about, like it was starting something with GTA 4, right? Starting that next gen at the time, right? Of Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 was super young, and now here we are closing it out with this GTA game, and see how far Rockstar's come, let alone if they can compete or how they compete in this open world game now that it exists.
Do you guys think it's Do you guys think that it's shocking or surprising at all that there have been literally no conversations about them making any effort to bring their game onto next-gen platforms?
I don't know, and that's exactly right.
Well, I mean, publicly.
Well, that's exactly...
Like, hey, we're there on day one.
No, because they can't do that, right? Like, that's exactly what I was about to ask you, actually. Like, they can't say now, and after launch, you'll be able to get it on PC and next gen, because then people aren't going to buy it on current gen. Like, I mean, they want to ride out the install base now, like launch it as though you would launch any big tentpole game, and then like I have no doubt that when they announce the PC version, there will probably be like a PS4, Xbox One version of GTA 5. I just think they can't say it yet. Because it cannibalizes their own sales if they do that. It's sort of like everyone thought it was weird last week. Nintendo was like,
with the
Wii U is dropping $50 in 30 days. Yeah. And so it's like, who would buy a Wii U in those 30 days knowing that they can save $50? And I think it's kind of the same thing. Like, if you're getting a next-gen console and you're already spending $500, like, right now you're like, oh, but I love GTA, so I'm going to spend $60 and still play it on my Xbox 360. But it's like, you wouldn't do that if you knew on the horizon you can play all the launch titles.
There had to be conversations going on behind the scenes where Microsoft was like, look, we'll give you $500 million.
Yeah.
Let's get it there on day one.
To have it day one.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Right?
Part of me is surprised that didn't happen. Yeah. But, I mean, they've got Ghosts on day one, so they have their bread and butter.
Users lose all sense of reality and enter another world. Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.